Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to watch through the Final Fantasy 16 official reveal trailer, which I have seen before, but I'm a massive Final Fantasy fan, and this is probably one of the games I'm most hyped about for the PS5. So we're going to watch through it, and I just want to kind of give what I'm feeling from the trailer and kind of some theories I may have. So thanks for joining. Let's do this.
You all know the target. Shiva's dominant. And only the dominant.
How do we even know the girl will be among them?
Our kind do not question orders, we follow them.
Sergeant, let's summon their icon.
Icon? That thing's a bloody mountain!
Our foe will not relinquish their mother crystal easily. This will be a bitter fight.
You should not be out of doors. We have discussed this. Come, Joshua. Your father will be expecting us.
I am Joshua's shield. I'm sworn to protect him.
What do you mean you refuse? Did you not pledge your sword to our cause?
What does it matter? It was the Dalmex who drove back the Crusaders in the Battle of the Twin Realms, was it not?
Without the blessing of the Mother Crystal, we cannot defend our realm from the spread of the Blight.
So they sent in the Dragoons. Imperial Vipers. Do they really mean to invade us?
It's the Archduke's son.
Phoenix.
Joshua! Stop this!
Second icon of fire. But that's impossible.
The legacy of the crystals has shaped our history. For long enough. I'll kill you. If it's the last thing I do.
Okay, so now that we've seen it and it's fresh in my mind and our mind in general, let's go back and kind of talk through this trailer a little bit. Well, to start, it's not rated yet, obviously, but based on some of the imagery we've seen, I'm almost wondering if this might go into rated M territory. Just like on Joshua's face, you see blood. When you see Ifrit like ripping something up off the ground, which I think might be the Phoenix, it's very bloody. I think this might actually go into rated M territory, which is not really a thing Final Fantasy does. So that'll be pretty interesting to see where it ends up.
all know the target. Shiva's dominant. And only the dominant.
How do we even know the girl will be among us?
Our kind do not question orders.
Okay, right there. So one of my theories, and maybe this will end up being the case and maybe it won't be, I think, so we see older Clive there, which is the main character. And we know that this is kind of a story of revenge. And we know that he has this new tattoo on his face. To me, the armor that these people are wearing kind of reminds me of the armor that the Imperial Viper, which is like the Dragoon character we saw him fighting, is wearing. So my theory is in the early scenes where Clive is younger, they get invaded by the Imperials, and then he is taken in and used almost like a slave soldier, because he clearly has some powerful abilities, and he's clearly a good fighter. So I'm thinking they're taken in as slave soldiers, and that tattoo is probably the mark of a slave soldier. So no matter where they go, people know what they are.
Follow them.
I'll be interested to see if we get some giant battle scenes,
Sergeant,
like war scenes.
Let's summon their icon.
Icon? That thing's a bloody mountain.
Shiva and Titan looking great.
Our foe will not relinquish their mother crystal easily.
Clearly, summons, or icons as they're called in this game, are going to be a very big part of the story, which they were pretty relevant in the story, I would say, of Final Fantasy 15, but this looks like even more so, like they're used as weapons of war. We've seen in some of the information that some countries treat the dominance, which is the person who has the power of the icon, as royalty, such as Joshua, Clive's brother, is treated very well. But then some countries use them as kind of like slaves of war, which, again, probably the country that has this tattoo on their faces might go that direction, but we don't know that yet.
This will be a bitter fight.
You should not be out of doors. We have discussed this.
So that moment right there, we know Joshua has the icon of fire, the Phoenix, and we see that moment where some fire kind of goes to Clive's hand. I'm almost wondering if that's him sharing his power with him, doing something. Is that something that any dominant can do? Is that something that Clive can do as a non-dominant? Like, is that something special to him? Because we see later in the trailer, it looks like he's using some other abilities that aren't fire related, and we'll comment on those as we get there.
Come, Joshua. Your father will be expecting us.
I am Joshua's shield. I'm sworn to protect him.
We haven't seen any party members yet. So far, it's almost looking like a single character experience, which again is kind of new for Final Fantasy.
Pledge your swords to our cause.
He is using some fire abilities there, but it looks like pretty fast-paced action. A lot of political drama.
It was the Dalmex who drove back the Crusaders in the Battle of the Twin Realms, was it not?
Without the blessing
Again,
of the
I'm kind of
Mother
hoping for
Crystal,
some
we cannot
big
defend our realm
fight
from the
scenes with
spread
like
of the
lots of friendly and enemy soldiers. So there he's using like a phoenix wing again. Some power he might have taken from Joshua. Here's kind of what I was talking about before too. This armor, especially around the chest plate under the helmet, reminds me a lot of their armor they're wearing at the very beginning of the trailer, which is what makes me think that Clive has been taken into some type of slave soldier situation.
They really mean to invade us.
Here's older Clive. See right there, that ability that he's using there, that doesn't look fire-based. See, but he's back there now.
It's the Archduke.
But right there, see that punch right there, that looked a lot like Titan's fist. So I'm wondering if maybe as you go and as you defeat dominance or dominance like you get some of their abilities.
Phoenix.
Stop this!
So Joshua has summoned the Phoenix. We don't know who this is.
Second icon of fire. But that's impossible.
And we see a Freet raising out of the ground. Very menacing. I've seen some theories online that maybe Clive is the dominant of a Freet and he just didn't know it for some reason up until this time, which is definitely possible. I don't know if that's really my theory, but it's possible. And maybe that has something to do, because we've seen some images in combat where his arm kind of has like spiky and dark, kind of like a Freet's would be. But again, if he has the ability to take powers from these icons, that could just be something he gained from that. That's so cool.
The legacy of the crystals. Has shaped our history.
I wonder too if at any point we'll have big like boss fights between two icons that maybe were in control, or maybe like a quick time type event, but they're definitely going to be some cool cutscenes based on it.
Enough.
See, there's some of the blood I was talking about. He's obviously ripping something.
I'll kill you. If it's the last thing I do.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'm very excited for this game. I think it looks amazing. I think it looks, just based on the trailer, it looks better than Final Fantasy 15. And I liked Final Fantasy 15. I don't want to say that I don't. I did. I think it was a little short. Maybe some things I would do differently, but I think overall it was a good game. But they're obviously going back to a more medieval setting. They're not going to be in like the futuristic car setting that the last couple of games have been in. It's Creative Business Unit 3, so it's the same unit that's working on Final Fantasy 14. So I'm really hype about it, and again, definitely we're gonna any type of anything that comes out in this game we're gonna cover, and we're definitely gonna play a ton of it on this channel. So thanks for joining me to watch it again. I've watched this probably at least 10 times. I am so hyped. Like I said, this is most definitely the game on the PS5 I'm looking forward to the most. So thanks for joining me. If you like this content, comment, subscribe. You can follow me on all my socials. You can follow me on Twitch. I probably won't stream too often, but maybe we'll stream this game, like some level grinding and stuff, or some trophy hunting, definitely. So thanks for joining me. Over and out.